this weekend going down the biggest arm wrestling match, the biggest super match ever in arm wrestling history. Devon Larratt going against Levan. So, what is your reaction and thoughts? And I also want to touch on what do you think of all the promotions going behind this match?
Um, well, the match is awesome. It's the biggest thing, you're right, to ever happen to our sport. It has the potential of helping our sport explode. Levan is he's a mountain. Like, the guy is disgustingly big and strong. He's amazing, and he can arm wrestle. That's the crazy thing, is he's not just super powerful. The dude knows how to arm wrestle, and he's versatile. And he gets super intense at the table. With Devon, I don't think is going to be as strong as Levan. Matter of fact, I would be surprised if he is. That would be amazing. But Devon doesn't have to be as strong. He just has to be close. Because once Devon's close and he can work on Levan and get him blown up, then that's Devon's game. And if that match ever stops, then Levan's done. I truly believe that, because there's probably not a better arm wrestler, like pure arm wrestler on the planet than Devon right now. You know, maybe Ingen Tirsey could be there. John Brezink could be there. But I would have to say right now, Devon's probably the best pure arm wrestler. And he knows the sport. He knows how to train himself. He knows how to prepare for an event. And he's really good at it. So with all that being said, I just don't think the strength is close enough. I think that Levan is just going to be super powerful, and he's probably going to beat Devon. And he's going to beat Devon 4-0. And if they go the 5 and 6, Devon may be able to pull one off there, but Levan has a goal to not ever be pinned in a super match. That's his goal. And if he's feeling at all close to being tired, comes around 5 and 6, he won't even do them, because he wants to maintain that goal of being undefeated as a pro.
Well, I got to say one thing though about what I heard was that Levan was going to go serious and keep what you're saying, where he's undefeated and win 4-0, but he was going to go and continue on 5 and 6 and play with Devon then, and that yeah. So that I just want to throw that out there. That's what I heard.
So I guess in Levan's defense, that would be considered winning undefeated. If he loses 1 5 and 6, it really doesn't matter because he'd already won.
Yes.
So that would still put him as undefeated. So yeah, but I actually think that's the way it'll go. I think that Levan is just going to be just too strong. I don't know how Devon. I know Devon's stronger now than he's been ever. But is it close enough? You know, how we don't know. Levan really hasn't done anything in 3 years. So it's really going to be anxious. I'm anxious to see what's going to happen. Devon's actually been crushing people left and right lately. So, but is he strong enough for Levan? That's the question.
Let me ask you, bro. So Devon's been playing all these troll games, and did you get to see? First, it all started off with the whole whole fiasco, and they all had a beef with if it was the same rules as KO2, or was there going to be a change where there is no auto strap? And Levan, called Devon a liar and said that he was lying and that it wasn't the same as KO2. But they just showed that when Devon landed in Dubai, he went right up to Adam Silver and he said to Adam, he said, listen, when I signed this contract for King of Table 4, did we agree on the same rules as King of Table 2? And Adam said, yes, we did. So that showed right there that right from the beginning, Devon never lied. Devon was right with the whole contract. So Levan went in onto this whole big thing and kind of was the crybaby. He's calling Devon a crybaby, but he was the crybaby and he was wrong the whole time. So, it really wasn't Devon really trolling that much. Now, once you find out that little tidbit, and
Well,
then we
so
all
I had heard, which one did he pull John in? Was that 2 or was that 3?
he pulled John in 3, I believe, right?
Was it 3?
No, it was
Because
2. It was
it
King of
was
Table
2.
2.
So, because John's contract did not say wall rules, it said something different than what the new contract Devon showed.
Okay.
So the contract that John had signed for King of Table 2 was
Yes.
not the same as the contract for King of Table 4. So John didn't think they were the same rules either, but that's just what John said.
Wow. So we're gonna have to have another question about this because that video just came out yesterday where it had Devon asking Adam, and Adam clarified that it was the same as King of Table 2. So we're gonna have to definitely question that. I'm gonna bring that up.
Yeah. So the verbiage was different for sure, but there was still similar rules. It just was different verbiage. The whole thing revolves around Devon going to the strap. He wants the strap. Everybody knows he wants the strap. And Levan, I think, is okay in the strap for Devon, but he wants Devon to earn it. He wants it to be like arm wrestling should be. The way that it was started is you've got to, if you want the strap, then you've got to get out of the grip the way everybody else has to get out of the grip. So
What's scary though is you just seen Levan hold Dave Chafee and Dave not being able to slip. So
yeah.
I think that's definitely got to have a factor in Devon's head right there, bro. And if he could get this auto strap automatically going into effect, I think he'd rest a lot easier knowing that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now Devon, I don't think that he had the rules made specifically for him. He truly believes every match should be started in a strap because he thinks most arm wrestlers at the elite level are going to end up in the strap anyway. So he thinks it's stupid to even go without a strap, to even start without a strap. And that's his belief. I actually believe otherwise. I think that you should be able to arm wrestle in and out of the strap. And I'm kind of the old school guy where I think that you need to earn the strap. Now I understand that for entertainment, all that extra time is kind of slow, drags on. Let's just get after it. But a lot of Devon's setups take forever anyway because he's always trying to gain advantages. He's always trying to play with people's hands. He's trying to wear their hand out. So his matches never start fast anyway. So that shoots the whole let's start the match quickly by going straight to the strap. So that's kind of my belief there. But it's each person's opinion.
What do you think though? Did he go overboard when he called Levan a pussy?
I think that Devon actually believes he went overboard and kind of didn't realize that maybe that was such a, the language difference and how big of a deal that was. I would take offense to it. But I know Devon does that just to get in people's heads. So I think it was probably a little bit overboard. If I had one complaint about Devon is I think that he's not a very honorable person when it comes to treating other athletes. You know what I mean? Like the whole I'm going to make him pin himself thing in front of the entire world. I think that's disrespectful, not honorable to the athlete. It's never a good thing if your goal is to embarrass the other athlete in front of the world. To me, that's not honorable. And that's one of my biggest complaints about Devon is I think that he doesn't care what tactics he takes. He doesn't care how disrespectful or unhonorable he is. He just wants to win, and he'll do everything in his power to do that. I don't think that's the most sportsman way of doing things, but again, that's my opinion.
Yeah, and I think that's we're getting to experience that now that we got the whole world now arm wrestling, because when you look at it in North America, calling somebody a pussy in an arm wrestling match and all in the lead up is completely acceptable. It's kind of we look at that as pretty normal and we don't take that as serious. But now with the culture difference, with all of us competing all over the world, we got to just take in mind, the other cultures, and I think we're all learning that. This is all kind of a learning curve for everybody. So, he might have went a little too far, but I got to say it put a lot of eyes on our sport, and
Oh yeah.
a lot of people, non-arm wrestlers, are now tuning in, and guys that never would have been into arm wrestling, are coming arm wrestling fans. So I got to say that I love that it's doing that for our sport.
Yeah, all publicity is good, negative and positive. And so you're right. That's going to bring, and there's a lot of people out there that love that controversy. They like that aspect of the sport. They like that, the trash talking, the degrading. They love that kind of stuff. I don't care for it. And that's one of the reasons why I don't know that I'll ever be a big persona in the sport, is because I won't do that stuff. I'm not a trash talker. I'm not a cocky person. I try to be a little comical here and there and have fun. But that's the type of thing that people like to see. They want to see that trash talking and that other stuff. And that's something that Devon does super well.
Yeah, he definitely does. Another one that's very well at that and has that sort of style is Travis Bagent, and same kind of style.
Travis. So Travis, he does it a little bit different than Devon. Travis isn't out there trying to like degrade you or piss you off. He's just trying to be funny as all get out, and he's loud and kind of obnoxious. And if you don't know who he is, you're probably not going to like him. But he's super funny. I love listening to Travis. He makes me laugh every time he says anything. I think he's hilarious. So there's a difference between him and Devon. Devon will be swearing at the table, swearing at the ref, swearing at the other opponent. Travis isn't going to do that. He's just going to talk and try to get you somewhere else. So, but they both do it really well. I prefer Travis's method over Devon's, but other people love that stuff. So you're right. Travis is probably the best at that in my mind. He loves it.
Travis is definitely, he's got the character, and he gets a lot of eyes on our sport just being Travis. And I love that about him. So I got to ask you, brother, did you get to see both athletes? Did you get to see Devon arrive in Dubai and get to see how much he was weighing? I think they weighed him in at like 282 or something like that.
So I watched a little short video with when Coach Ray went and saw him, one of Coach Ray's videos, and he was in the gym, had just got on or getting on the treadmill, and he hurried and jumped on the scale right there while Coach Ray was watching him, just the hotel scale.
Okay.
And it actually showed him at 288. Okay. And he said he had already done 2 buffets that day. So, yeah. So he's right around that 280, 282. And he's super lean. He's not near as big as he was when he pulled Michael, but he weighs as much. So that tells you he's put on a ton of muscle mass, and he's super lean right now. So he's strong. He's super strong right now. I did not, however, I saw a couple videos I follow Levan on Instagram, and I saw a couple of his short little stories he put on there when he's going to the airport, but I haven't seen anything else, like if they've met or anything like that there. I haven't seen any of that.
Yeah, so the one that I was talking about is, I think it was at the airport, and I think it was the Georgian Arm Wrestling YouTube channel put it out, and it was him and Irakli. They were getting on an escalator, and
that's the one I saw. Yeah, I saw that.
So first observations of me was, holy shit, bro, he sized up.
He's a monster. I'm telling you, he's like Corey West looking size. Like, he's a monster. And he's so broad and so thick. It's insane. And his hand and forearm just look ridiculous. So yeah, he's an intimidating person. Just the appearance is intimidating.
Yeah, totally agree. So everybody, just get over to Coresports. Make sure you order that pay-per-view. Help support arm wrestling. This is definitely one of the biggest events ever to go down. Share it with your friends and family. Get them involved. Get them watching. Tell them all about the lead up and all. This is great things for our sport.
I actually want to second that. If we ever want our sport to grow and get bigger, we as arm wrestlers, we as the arm wrestling family have to be willing to support it. And $15, what is it? I can't remember what it cost for the Coresports this pay-per-view.
Yeah, I haven't even looked. I gotta do that. I'm
Yeah,
one of
I've
those
got to
late
buy it as
guys.
well, but I want to say it's like $15. What's $15? Even if you can't watch it, pay the $15 because it's going to help our sport. And that's the kind of stuff that we need as a family, as a sport, as a community. We have to have each other's backs. Anytime there's a super or a pay-per-view on, I try to buy it. Even if I can't watch it live, I try to buy it just to support it, because it needs to happen that way. So yeah, everybody go and support that. Plus, Coresports does an amazing job. They really do, considering how long they've been doing this. Like, this is like their third or fourth, maybe fifth or sixth event if you put in the East versus West stuff.
Yep.
And they just keep getting better and better. It's a really good production considering how much time they've been doing it and the cost of it. People are paying like way more money to watch MMA stuff. This is a drop in the bucket for the sport that you compete in and love. Support it. I can't say that enough. Spend the $15 and just do it.